Hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and Baro has come once again, and on PCs on the Orcus Relay on Pluto. And we started off once again with a new item, which this time around is a corrupted heavy gunner Specter, which, as the name would suggest, summons a corrupted heavy gunner Specter. Now, I'm personally not a big fan of Specters myself. I don't use them an awful lot, so for me this seems just like a very expensive toy, because it does cost 100 ducats and 40,000 credits for 5 of them. Then he brought Prime Heavy Trauma, which is going to give you plus 165% bonus impact damage on melee weapons at maximum rank, and a full set of the impact-based event mode. So we have Pummel for pistols, Collision Force for melee, Full Contact for shotguns, and Crash Course for rifles. Don't waste your ducats on these because they drop from the terror list. Then there is the Prova Vando, which is a Mastery Rank 3 machete that does pure electricity damage and is decent at proccing status because you can combine the electricity into corrosive, magnetic, and radiation, but it's really not worth buying either because the Gazelle machete or any machete Zol will be far more powerful than this. And I really do mean far more powerful. The Gazelle machete synergizes with the Jin Sentinel, and a Zol machete will do like 3, maybe 4, 5 times the amount of damage. Next on the menu is the singular version of the Viper Wraith, which is a fantastic weapon for people that can't afford it. Don't get me wrong, it is a decent sidearm and it's pretty fun as well, but by the time you either get enough mastery to get onto the relay or you get enough ducats, you're gonna have way better stuff than this. It does do most impact damage, which is not great, and it doesn't have a lot of status either, but the reload is really fast, it has insane fire rate and pretty decent crit chance. He also brought the Katir Rasa Siandana, which I think is the latest iteration of the Katir Siandana, and this one is very different to all the previous ones because while the previous ones were very similar in theme, this one doesn't have any of the cloth or the leather that goes in between all the parts. So while it still looks like a Katir Siandana, it does look different enough to where you might want to pick it up. Then he brought a full set of the Katir Foros armor, so the shoulder plates, the chest plate, and the leg plates. And this is a very minimalistic style of armor, which is why I like it so much, because you don't necessarily have to use it as just a suit of armor, you can just use it to add a bit of texture or color to your warframes. Then there is the Parasagatra, which is just a small cosmetic accessory for your melee weapon that will dangle off the handle or both handles if you're dual wielding and can be colored separately to the melee weapon. There is also the Lyset Prisma skin, which is a fantastic looking skin for the Lyset Landing craft. I'm a big fan of the Prisma skins, I think they look really nice and this is no exception. Katir Earpiece is just a cosmetic accessory for your operator. You can either get a single version for 250 ducats and 200,000 credits, which will give you 1 earpiece, or you can get the dual version for 500 ducats and 400,000 credits, which will get you 2. He also brought the Dragon Mod Pack. Don't buy this, like ever, because it's way too expensive and it just gives you random mods. It is really not worth it. And the final item on the menu is, as always, the Sons of Inaros questline blueprint, which is the item you need if you want to get the Inaros Warframe. Now, my recommendation for this week is pretty straightforward. Just save your ducats for next time, unless you're a big fan of Atlas and his landslide ability, because if you are, you should pick up Primed Heavy Trauma, which is a perfect mod for your landslide stat stick. I'm not a big fan of Specters, as I've mentioned already, so I don't feel that the Heavy Gunner Specter is particularly worth the price. The impact-based event mods drop from the terror list, so you can farm them on your own if you want to. The weapons this time around aren't that great, and everything else is just cosmetic. But then again, this is just my personal recommendation, so if you want to go ham on the cosmetics or get yourself a Prova Vando, go right ahead. And that's pretty much it for Baro this week, and for me as well actually, because there is a flashback race happening on Path of Exile starting tomorrow, and I really want to participate in that, so I'll be doing that, and I'll be back on Monday, alright? So as always, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.